I was looking at the two. It's going viral now. Two black ladies went in labor after the hospital turned them around. One lady, it was terrible how you had her in this doggone wheelchair, and she's jumping up and down, moving around, and obviously she's in pain. And I guess I don't know if her mother was there. I believe it was her mother there with her and just recording the redhead Caucasian woman, just looking at her computer and not even acknowledging the woman that's in pain. First of all, something happened. At first, I thought it was real. Yesterday, well, I've been heard about that lady that gave birth on the side of the road. This lady that's being ignored in her wheelchair, about the lady with the red hair, I just heard about yesterday. And then today I was say meditating, right? Okay, let me just tell the truth. I was reading the Bible, because I do read the Bible every day. Uh, and even when I'm reading the Bible, I'm in a type of meditation. I try to get the world out. And a thought came to me saying that whole thing could be fake. That whole thing with the black lady moving around in her wheelchair in so much pain because she's about to give birth, and the lady that's ignoring her, the lady with the red hair, and then you have the woman. I guess that was her mother that was recording the whole thing. I call that. It just came to me this morning that could be AI, or that just could be a lie, or they could be actresses. It might not be AI. They could be actresses. I didn't believe that thing with that young lady that said that she saw a baby, thought she saw a baby on the side of the road. I think it was on the highway going to Birmingham, between Montgomery and Birmingham. I can't remember who this lady's name was. It was a young lady. I didn't believe that story. And she said that she thought somebody was trying to kidnap her. I don't remember. I didn't believe that story. And what else story that I did not believe? The story about this cop that went into this woman's house, and she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and he killed her. I didn't get into that story. I felt something was off about that one. Okay. And it's the rebuke in the name of Jesus. I don't care about that. It's just that whole story. I see that they're using black women for some reason to arouse the anger of black women. I've been said, and other people have said too, that black women are under attack. And why is that? They are doing everything to make black women stressed out, to make black women angry, to do everything to lower your vibration. And I said this before, if you don't plan on doing nothing about these stories, I'm not going to get upset. I want to raise the vibration. So when you clearly see a lady being recorded looking at her computer while somebody pregnant is in pain, and then they talk about, oh, see how black women get mistreated. Excuse me, that's $1 million or more. There's a lot of greedy lawyers out here that's ready to sue that hospital because clearly this lady is on camera ignoring. So the black woman, that black woman can have like at least about $5 million lawsuit. Yeah, she's gonna be set for life. Okay, so something I didn't think about it at the time when I was looking at it, and the lady who was talking about it, the lady whose video I was looking at when she was talking about it yesterday, she was talking about how it made her angry. I said, see, this is what they want to do. They want to keep making you angry. They do this with black men who get shot on the road because it's not really messing with black men as much as it's messing with black women. I know black men feel like they under attack, and they're true enough, they were. And still are probably, but at the same time, black women have sons, and when black women have sons, they internalize it. Black women with brothers and stuff, they internalize it. So black women were probably more affected by it than black men, because black men are not. Black women are more selfless. Black men are selfish. Okay, so because black women are so selfless, a lot of them, they took it harder that black men were getting shot more than the black men were taking it seriously. I mean, if you would look at the Black Lives Matter and all of the protests, you saw more black women than you saw black men. Black women were more affected behind black men getting shot, and black boys. Black women were more affected. This is all an attack on black women and black women's consciousness and her spirit and her psychology, everything. Now, we know how black people can be. I don't know if this black woman just did not want to come across as the angry black woman, the one who was recording. But you know how black folks can be. When something is just out of line, they gonna show you, especially black women. I don't know too many women that can just sit there calm and say, I'm going to record you. I'm going to record it. I'm recording you, ignoring her. So the lady is her mother. I guess that's her mother sitting there calmly recording this lady, ignore her, and just talking so calmly. And while you're watching, I think, your daughter in pain, you're sitting recording calm. And even though you know you were going to put that on social media, this is a serious situation, and I don't know too many white, black people or whatever that would be calm in that situation. She was calmly recording this lady as if this lady wasn't going to give birth right there on the spot. That was not a calm situation. Okay? It came to me this morning that whole thing could be fake. And then it just happened to make national news like that. It was all on the news. Excuse me. But yeah, I just didn't believe it. And what else was I gonna talk about? I don't know if my video uploaded yesterday. I talked about it's time for the glory to come down. But in that, I was talking about Elon Musk putting a supercomputer in the area of Memphis, and it's putting out a whole lot of gas or whatever to the point where it's causing the people in Memphis that specifically live in that area to have a lot of respiratory problems. A lot of them have ended up with COPD and died and stuff like that. And I read a comment under that video. I read a comment said that, okay, when they get rid of all the trees and when they get rid of all the fish and when they get rid of all the plants, only then will you realize you cannot eat money. You can't, see, that's my thing. You can't keep putting up with evil. I get that you save your money and save this and have something left over. But see, and the thing is, we saying buy land. Well, how you going to buy land? And then you have people like Elon Musk and Zuckerberg that's putting supercomputers in data centers in areas where it's polluting the air, polluting the water, or whatever is happening, and it's causing people to be sick. And these people probably pay for their land. But then you have Zuckerberg and Elon Musk and other people that's putting these doggone supercomputers and other stuff in there that's making it hard for the people in that area to survive. They can't breathe. So now what you going to do with the land that you bought? That's why I said you cannot keep tolerating evil. You can't keep tolerating them. Now, I know you feel like you can't do nothing about it, but then at the same time, you won't have a choice but to die either. Like, if you can't feel like you can't do nothing about it, no, physically, you can't do nothing about it. Like, you can't go up to them and go fight them. It's probably going to even be hard to go to a judge, honestly. So this is a spiritual warfare. So it's time to strengthen your spirit back. It's time to get back into to being spiritual. And honestly, at this time, it's probably better to be more heavenly bound and no earthly good at this point, because you just could continue to be on earth. Well, I'll say it like this. It's time to focus more on the spirituality, but I said that before. It's best to be 75% spiritual and 25% physical. Because I knew what was happening. I said this about a year ago. And I kept saying that when it comes to people kept talking about gardens and stuff. Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure in certain parts of Memphis, Tennessee, some of those people had gardens. But you got Elon Musk out there with his supercomputer poisoning the area. So what are they going to do with their garden? They can't even breathe. This is stuff I was talking about. That's the stuff I was talking about. You can't keep tolerating evil. You cannot outsmart them. This is spiritual warfare. The weapons of your warfare are not carnal. So when you keep coming up with these physical solutions, oh, well, let's buy land. Let's save our money. Let's get a garden. Okay, but if you keep allowing evil to continue, they're going to make it where the atmosphere is so contaminated. You can't go outside. You can't stay in your house. You can't do nothing but die. See, so I'm saying you can't just keep coming up with physical solutions to get around what these entities are doing. You can't just keep coming up with these physical type of solutions, even though they sound good in a world that's not so wicked. In the world that is not so wicked, that sounds really good. But in the world that's wicked, they are intentionally trying to unalive you. Allegedly, they are intentionally trying to unalive you. You can't keep coming up with solutions to get around that without recognizing that this is a spiritual warfare. And you're going to need something higher than yourself to defeat them. Okay? You're going to need something higher than yourself to defeat them. Okay? So anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say is that, get money, save your money, stack up your coins. But at the same time, if they keep poisoning the land, cutting down the trees, and you can't even have a garden because the doggone air is so polluted or water is so messed up, you cannot eat the money. You can't eat money. Okay? So it gets to a point where it's best to learn how to get back to nature. I think the solution is to get back to nature. But in order to get back to nature, you're going to have to get rid of Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and everybody that's like them. They have to go. They cannot be around. We can't have them around. We can't get back to nature with them around because they are against nature. So we can't have people who are against nature. We can't have them around. That's bottom line. Okay? But anyway, that's it, and I will talk later.